Hey y'all, I'm back. I don't know what was happening with the last live session. So I just restarted. Now, I had only gotten one card out so far. So I was just going to leave that, and it was happiness. I was asking for overall energy of this reading, and the overall energy of the reading is happiness. And I definitely feel like that's holding on to, because happiness is an indicator that you're on the right track, right? Ooh, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness and acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So maybe something that you were once in denial of, you're coming to accept, or somebody is. Um, but I feel like that's gonna lead to happiness, or that could be why you're in this state of happiness, because you're finally accepting something. Yeah, excuse me, and successful at it instead of doubting it. Yeah, and this took some courage to get to, some patience too. It took a while, yeah, for you to get in balance. And I was just saying, I saw balance when I was first shuffling this deck, and right before that I saw the first card was card number 19, and then the next card was 18. And I was like, yeah, okay, so the 18 is a 9. So I'm like, maybe you've been seeing 919. And I was like, this is giving the energy of 1010. And I saw the coffin card, which is like death. Death could also be a transformation, doesn't have to be a literal death. But whenever there's a death or an ending, there's usually a new beginning. And underneath the deck, the underlying energy, there was a child card. So, and when I saw the child card, I said, this could be indicative of a new beginning, not necessarily uh, a baby or, a human being. Hey, KF. So I just wanted to give a quick recap, because again, I thought that energy was, worth holding on to. Happiness. All right. Let's see. What else? Overall energy. Whoa, that was a lot about to fall out. Yeah, somebody had a lot of regrets. You could have a lot of regrets. That could have been part of the courage part of the situation. It took some courage for you to come to terms with something or whatever. So you have a lot of regrets. Maybe you feel like you took longer than you should have or could have to free yourself, or regrets about, whatever your desired outcome was that was unmet or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's gonna be different for everybody. But um, death. See, again, different deck. The death card, the first one I saw was in here. But yeah, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Right. So okay, so you could regret the fact that maybe you held on to a person or a situation. It could even be a job, or whatever, for stability, security, familiarity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could have even stayed in a job for longer than necessary, and now that you left, you've done something different. You're much happier now, right? But it took that ending for this new beginning to come about. Yeah, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Whatever it is, like, you even feel lighter. It's something that was weighing you down, something that was burdening you. I don't know what your situation is personally. These are collective messages. So take it how it resonates for you. And remember, these should only be confirmations. Okay. Yeah. Again, somebody thought they was going to be lonely, and you having a time of your life. Okay. If not, it also, again, but this took some courage. So this was not an easy thing for you to do. So Tarot is timeless. You could be approaching this energy, you could be currently experiencing this energy, or this could be something that's going to happen to you in the near future. Okay, or someone around you. Hey, Britt, how are you, love? All right. Can I get one more, Holy Spirit? Failure. Yeah. Look, in something that you thought was going to be a failure, a bad situation, um, it was just a learning experience in love. Okay, maybe you got a new one already or someone on the way. Maybe this could be, a situation that you experienced in love, or um, again, the ending of that situation, which you thought was going to be a failure, is what's going to enable you to end up with true love. This could also be like just with any kind of situation, because on this failure card it says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, right? So there could even be a transformation of some kind of relationship where, in the past, maybe you had a falling out with somebody, or maybe something just went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all, there was a break in communication, or I don't know what the situation was, but the love energy, love can overcome all of that, right? Especially if it's not something too major, right? Love says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, right? So, mm, I feel like somebody learned a lesson, okay? After having the courage to see things for what it truly was, somebody learned a lesson, and you're even after staying in an energy for an extended period of time, because I'm really get feeling that heavily, um, and taking a long time to free yourself, taking a long time to choose a new path. I really feel like someone was staying in some kind of situation out of like comfort, okay, and not wanting to be alone. We saw the loneliness card as well. So I feel like it was difficult to release that situation, whatever it was, but it didn't harden your heart, which was a good thing. Okay. It just helped you to go, yeah, you just surrendered whoever you are. It was difficult, but I feel like you could have prayed your way out of that pain. Okay. Breakups are painful and difficult, especially when you love somebody. And with the love card here, you love that person or that job, that friendship, whatever it was. Okay. And I feel like, this was something that you had to give to God. You could have just prayed about it, and surrendered your pride of the situation. And yeah, and sometimes, people hold on to things out of fear. Again, that's what I feel like. Somebody stays stuck in a situation for longer than they perhaps should have, okay, out of fear of something, and could have been feeling guilty about that too, maybe beating yourself up a little bit about it. But you had to get to a point where, you could trust that there's something better, out there for you. Yeah, another relationship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Yeah, I feel like somebody learned a lesson. Like you got the lesson, and that's what brought about the transformation. It was just a test, whatever it was. It was a test. I just asked for one more. Yeah, blame. I accept responsibility for my well being. See, a lot of times people stay in this woe is me energy, this victim mentality, and it's so low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? That it affects your whole entire life in a negative aspect. We also saw forgiveness, right? I feel like someone here, either you're being called to forgive or you chose to forgive, and that's why this transformation is either currently happening or on the cusp. of happening. Yeah, because my eyes just went right to here like something is in motion. It's a new beginning. I told y'all this what this child could represent. So, all right, what's the message, Holy Spirit? I think I shuffled these already. Did I shuffle? I think I did, but just in case I'm shuffled a little bit. I just saw the lovers in the coffin. That could be, and coffin was the 19. That's the death card. Somebody could have been with the lovers. That's about choices as well, choices in love. You could have made a choice to end something, and that ending brought about a transformation in your life. Okay, you could have matured as a result of the situation. That pride card also calls for you to like look back over your life, look at the choices you've made, look at the moves you've made that have gotten you from where you used to be to where you are today. And to take some time and be proud of yourself. Mm. If that resonates, make sure you do that, okay? If you've been beating up on yourself, especially because whatever situation um, that has transformed in your life, it was not an easy thing for you to do, and that's being recognized here. So, lighten up on yourself, take it easy on yourself. You're a survivor, and that was a tough one, clearly. This could even been like a divorce or something like that, some type of failure in love, somebody feeling like that. But again, that failure energy is, just learning from mistakes. It says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You could have even been someone who made some mistakes that caused an ending, to a love situation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're ready to accept blame in the situation because, you're grieving or somebody's grieving, experienced a lot of grief when they should have been grateful for all that they had. But yeah, somebody was even envious of your growth. Oh, and the fact that you didn't let things get you down, even when you were alone. They knew it took a lot of courage, right? Yes, and again, this card says patience, but to me, this is in line with that energy of trust. Okay, because this card says, "I accept that everything happens in divine order." Yes, because you surrendered the situation. I said at the beginning of this reading, whatever this was, it was a difficult ending, a difficult transformation. Whoever this is, I feel like you're either surrender in the process of surrendering, being asked to surrender something, or you've already done it, okay? And that's what's helping you successfully balance out your energy, okay? That's what's helping you to understand that this person was in your life for a reason. People truly are in our lives for either a reason, a season, a lesson, or a blessing, okay? Yeah. And the fact that you are at peace and persevering, continuing to move even after this adversity, okay? Acknowledging your fear, but replacing it with insight and awareness. Period. Giving it to God. You know what I'm saying? And even seeing the other person's perspective in this situation, not even just yours. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that it wasn't all about you. Oh wow! And being able to accept that, and bring about a good ending that's good for you. Hmm. A fair one too. Yeah. It was difficult, but here's that discipline again. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to, right? Especially when you being honest with yourself, real with yourself. That's what'll help you come out of that energy of indecision, indecisiveness, unsure of what to do. Yeah, because your self esteem, It's going up and down. Not, not when you ain't being real with yourself. Okay. Yeah, some of you need to forgive your own selves too. All right, because that's where their regret energy is coming from. But the divine wants you to know there was a purpose in all of this. Okay, there's no need to allow this to affect your health, be stressed out and all of that, be overly worried, and doubting yourself and everything. No, free your mind, and the rest will follow, because change is definitely on the way. So if you have not already, you're being asked to surrender this situation. And again, here's that pride. Look how far you've come. Be proud of the transformation. You're not the same person you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, are you? No. You're not. You don't have the same fears that you had 5 years ago. For some of y'all, shit, a month ago. There's been some kind of transformation here. So there's no need for you to feel guilty or, beat up on yourself or nothing like that. Okay, look, this guilt card says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. If it's not helping you, let it go and continue to trust. Yeah, continue to trust. Stay hopeful. Hmm. Yeah, daydreaming, focusing on what it is that you truly desire. Look, bad health is here. Yeah, because for somebody here, I feel like this is advice from spirit to you. Okay, there could be something here that needs to be surrendered and released to the Most High. Something that you see as a failure in some area of love. It's time to transform or allow the situation to transform. It's time for you to be happy. I'm hearing Mary J. Blige song, Happy. All I really want is to be happy. So find a love that's mine. That would be so sweet. But I feel like before that happens, somebody needs to be okay with self and see the lessons in the situation. Because if you don't, they're going to be repeated. But yeah, I was asking what's the message? This bad health came out. So let's see. Sudden wealth. Why is bad health here? That sudden wealth could simply mean a lot of something. I feel like it's a lot of stress. Look, about relationship issues or a marriage. I said that too. For some of y'all, it could be a marriage. Hmm. Yeah. We saw the mature woman. Now here's the mature man. Hmm. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Bad health and marriage. Poverty. Mm. Now this poverty, like I said, um, somebody could be in that energy of woe is me or victim mentality or something like that. It's a low vibrational uh lack. It's the energy of lack, and that's exactly what this card is. Somebody could be worried about they could be stressing about a relationship, they could be stressing about being put out of a relationship, they could be stressed about having to leave a home, they could be stressing about um like what they could afford once they leave, because we already know we're talking about an ending here, right? Yeah, unexpected income. Hmm. Maybe they're worried about having what they're gonna have to pay out. Yeah, after an ending. Yep, a court matter, divorce perhaps. They feel like maybe somebody trying to hide some information. Somebody think somebody sneaky. Yeah, they feel like somebody hit a jackpot. Mm. A man, female, false person, gift. Mm. Wow, hold on now. This is a lot of energy. Hold on. What's this poverty about? We got 31, 3, 37, 12, 6, 1, 2, 6, 4, 3, 1. Great fortune, community, high honor, wealthy man. Hmm. For some of y'all, this is really crazy. For some of y'all, there's a couple that you know that are getting put out of a home that was supposed to be yours. Somebody got some information that was supposed to go to you and never gave it to you. Hmm. Wow. The Distant Horizons car, I think that's like 3 to 6 month wait or something like that. Somebody's about to get some information about something that you were supposed to receive as a death benefit. Somebody impersonated you in court. Yep. And they did some kind of fraud. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah. Yeah. Who is this official? There's some court official, a legal official of some sort. I don't know how they came across your name or something like that. I feel like somebody got some kind of this. Yeah, this Hyana could be court as well. The court community. Somebody got some information. Some of y'all have a relative that passed over that was somebody of high status. Somebody was looking into their estate or something like that and end up looking you up as an heir, a rightful heir. I guess that was listed perhaps on the will or something. And maybe they Googled you or looked you up on social media or something. And they see that your life and the life that you're living is not consistent with uh, someone who would have inherited what was left to you. And they see no, yeah, I see a Facebook page. They see no evidence. Somebody could have been looking through your Facebook page and they see no evidence that you ever even received anything. Yeah, yep. And there's a thief energy here as soon as I crack this deck open. But the Knight of Pentacles is here, so something is coming towards you. But it's been taking a long time. I feel like you might not even know about it because somebody has been doing something sneaky. I want to say something else, but I want to get some tarot to confirm. Yeah, the King of Swords. This is somebody from the court. Somebody who's very wise, very intelligent. hmm They work in the court. This is what they do for work. What's going on here, Holy Spirit? Yeah, I'm telling you, Page of Swords, somebody was looking you up. I know what I'm feeling. Yeah, the chariot is like a police car, an investigator. What's the investigation about? Listen, I'm telling you, this is something that you don't have any knowledge of. They wanted to know if you know about something. They see you don't. Yeah, so they know somebody had to steal it. So maybe they're investigating who this thief is. Or maybe they already knew about it because they know who the thief is. Maybe whoever stole something from you is, somebody that do fraud or some shit. You didn't even know you had something. And I feel like that's what they found out. Tell me more, Holy Spirit, this Page of Swords, Two of Swords. And this is all on top of the death card. This is what some kind of transformation is about to be about. This could even be a relationship with somebody that's about to transform because you're about to find out some information. Mm. Now, it might be something that's a hard pill to swallow. This gonna be something difficult to accept. Okay, but I feel like the divine wants you to focus on the lighter side of things. They want you to, overall, you're gonna be happy. Okay, we keep the overall happiness was the first card out. For the overall energy. So don't get upset. Let's just see what else finna come out. But there could be some, like I said, some kind of relationship in your life that's, ooh, I feel like it was a couple. Mm. Yeah, they thought it was successful too. And I see the Ace of Swords right here. Yeah, but you about to get the truth and clarity about something. So it is. Yep. There could be hmm, King of Cups, Judgment. Yeah. I wanted right before this came out, y'all. Just for real. Right before this came out, I was just thinking about when I saw that concern card in the Kipper deck. There's like an older gentleman sitting in like a study type of room with all these books and shit around him, and like he has his hand on his chin, like he's pondering something, thinking deeply or whatever, and you see these rays of light coming through his windows. And sometimes when I get that car and my attention focus on those rays, it gives me like divine guidance, like somebody's getting downloads from the spirit realm. I feel like, whoever this person is, don't they look tapped in? I feel like this person was getting some information, like even when they saw your file or touched something, this person is being divinely guided to resolve this situation. Again, this could be something that you prayed about. I was feeling that earlier. So this is something that you prayed about. Okay. This person is going to help resolve this situation with the justice. Yeah. Again, something that you might have, been really stressed about. For some of you, you could know that you were supposed to receive something, but it could be like on a whole nother level, like you don't even know. Mm-hmm. Yep. Wow. This could have been even been something from a father type energy, but for some of y'all, I was gonna say, when I saw this, I'm like, okay, yeah, so that's a match with this mother energy, with this world card, something ending, and the Empress and the Three of Wands. For some of y'all, it's a mother, that really had something to do with this situation. This, and for some of y'all, this is a father that you didn't know you had. Okay, that could be why there's an investigator here too. They could have been looking for you, trying to find you. You could have spent many sleepless nights, crying about that situation, wanting to know who your father is, asking your mother who it is or whatever, but it was something that she never wanted to talk about, never wanted to talk about anything of her, related to her pregnancy or whatever, always just leaving you hanging, no blocking out that information. Yeah, because there was some kind of betrayal behind it. Definitely a reason she didn't want you to know. She gonna regret it though. She gonna regret betraying you in that way, because this King of Wands has been sent to take some action. That's that court official, okay, in this family matter here that's being resolved in court. Yep, by somebody that worked for the courts. Yep. Yeah, the emperor. Yep. For some of y'all, this is related to a father or grandfather type energy. Yep. Yeah, Spirit say that's the truth. You about to learn. You about to get some truth and clarity about your father. Mm-mm. And I really feel like this is something that you were left out of. So that's why the marriage and poverty is here. It's not so much this marriage, but this coupling, that you were left out of the information. Like you didn't know anything, but there was a great fortune that came to you from this family. Again, it could have been grandparents, because that's what I was getting when I first saw this card. Yep. Somebody is stressed about this situation. A court matter related to this, excuse me, this wealthy man. That's a confirmation with that birth. I know it's a court matter. And I feel like you're about to have, this is highly affecting some relationship in your life. Yeah, it's a family matter. You're about to get some clarity on. Hi, Diane. What did I say? T. Kirchner. What's up? Again, yeah, about to get some clarity on this Queen of Wands um, energy. Queen of Cups, I mean. Yep, my phone just buzzed. Yep. Queen of Pentacles. Yep. Could be going to jail. Because something that this person been doing, uh, it's been, I feel like the theft. Somebody been stealing from you since you were a child. This person that passed away could have passed away during your childhood. A cold type of chick, a cold energy. Yep. Seven of Cups. Somebody that's, you know, keep up a lot of confusion. A snake. Don't like to tell the complete truth. Mm-mm. Setting the scene and the stage all the time. Again, yeah. A Seven of Cups type energy. This person kept you confused on purpose. Yep. Because of what they was receiving for you. Ooh. Ooh. It was a lot. Ever since you were a child. This is clarifying the Seven of Cups. What the confusion was about. Somebody even tried to make it seem like you had some type of mental issues or something like that. But shit, if you did, it probably came from them gaslighting you, trying to make you crazy. What's that? Yeah, hold them back. I can't make none of this up. Y'all see how the cards just showing their damn self. Look, This person was keeping up all these illusions, trying to pull strings, control people's perceptions about this great, this big old blessing, and they were being greedy with it. They ain't want you to have none of it. They wanted you to be in poverty. When they had all of that, now this person's in bad health. What the hell? Yeah. Well, that whoever this is, like you, there's somebody with a lot, okay, and something is being held up. It's being held up. Yep. Four wands. That's a home too. It's being something is being held up. Ace of wands. Somebody was guided to. Somebody got this inspiration to find out, to investigate this situation. Yes. Yes. Investigate this mother, or this, this wife, this female, whoever this is, that's keeping you from what you're supposed to receive. Yeah. Because for some of you, this man that passed away could have even made some like revisions on their deathbed or something, and told a nurse and had it transcribed or something, where they could have changed something. I don't know. Yeah, they could have did it behind this person's back, and when they found out about it, they probably could have, tried to act like that version didn't exist or something. hmm Look, this is something that this person wanted you to have, for sure. Something that, would make you happy. Mm. Again, making you happy. That's the overall energy here. I feel like whoever this is, this father energy, grandfather, whatever it is, this father figure energy can't even rest, because somebody didn't get what they were supposed to get. It could be their spirit that's guiding this investigator that's tied to this situation. God has angels everywhere, even in the court system. Whoever that investigator is, that person is highly tapped in. Yes, and see, with the wheel here, that's what's bringing about this change. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yep, yep. And then the fact that the cards came out like this on the fence, I feel like whoever's been receiving what you're supposed to be receiving, whoever is, was in this Seven of Cups, confusion, illusion, casting type energy, I feel like there's been a change, like, and there's been a pause. And that's the only reason that this person regret, being sneaky and doing whatever they was doing, because there's a pause and there's a change about to happen. Whatever they've been getting has been put on pause. Yeah, that's why they stressed out. I feel like that's this person in the nine of swords. That's why they stressed out. They know that, yeah, they know that this betrayal is about to be revealed. The nine of swords and the ten of swords. This is a harsh, painful ending right here. Yeah. And this ending could be y'all connection. You ain't gonna want to be bothered with somebody. Yeah. Yep. You gonna want to just, go in a whole different direction away from them. Major boundaries in place. Yep. But it's because of someone's choices, right? That's what's creating this change, this difference. And I feel like you ain't even gonna be as mad as you could be. You know what I'm saying? Because again, whoever you are, like I was saying at the beginning, you're still gonna be open to love. I feel like you're even gonna be blessed with a love offer. Yeah, as part of your judgment for this betrayal. Because for some of y'all, this could even be from a partner. I don't know. This was either your partner, a family member, a partner and a family member working together, something like that. Yep. Could be an ex, somebody from your past, or this could be just past energy from whenever you see this. Yeah. It's going to get a lot of attention, too. Like a lot of people either already know about it or will know about it. Yep. Family members. Wow. And that's crazy too because there are people in your family that likely know and they ain't said nothing. For some of you, this is collusion with family and an ex lover. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. You're gonna be surprised when you find out these details. Yeah, about this betrayal here, this seven of swords, the sneaky shit that they've been doing. But the light about to be shown on it. Yep. This fake Queen of Pentacles, somebody who want people to see them as, nurturing, uh, a good provider, somebody who's well grounded, and they was providing none of that for you. In fact, this person was being sneaky, stealing, betraying you for most of your whole damn life since you were a little kid. Focus mostly on their relationships or whatever they had going on. And this lady looked drugged out on here. One thinking about the kids. Yeah, Spirit say that's the truth. Baby, that is the truth. Yeah. But the seeds that this person sowed is leading the police right to them. The way they did whatever they did, there's some truth and clarity coming out about this seven of swords. Okay? And the seven plus this seven of swords plus the one with the ace, that's the eight of swords, and that's the eight of swords. That's jail. Somebody could be going. Holy Spirit, this person going to jail. Look, could be for a long time. And like I see two eights right there. Yeah, they gonna apologize. Look, you gonna walk away from them though. To happiness, to the sun. Eight of Pentacles. Turn your back on them. Ooh. So that's like a mental prison because the person gonna always be stuck in their head about it. Ooh, shoot. But what's this Knight of Pentacles about? What's gonna happen to this person? I think they got to give it back because I think that came out early when I was asking if you was gonna get it back or something. The Sun, okay, the Sun with the poverty card. This marriage, death, transformation, the Hermit. Yeah, yep. Something with that death is being investigated. Action gonna be taken on it. Yep. They know about the conflict, the jealousy, yeah, the proposal. So somebody, this got some tender swindler type vibes to it with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, that's this partnership right here. So I really feel like it was a mother energy and her partner that was in collusion to leave you out of something. Yeah. But things are about to be balanced out now. We got the Temperance Angel. Saw balance earlier. Saying that's what that 919 is. There's about to be some kind of transformation that's going to balance things out. So if you've been seeing 919, that's what that is, that balance energy. And 911, that could be law enforcement. Ooh, ooh. Wow. Dang. Page of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Wands. Wow. And the Page of Cups could be a new love. Ace of Wands, a passionate love offer, a new love offer. Page of Wands is a message about good news. So yeah, look. This could either be what's on the way in for you, or this is what happened in the past. Somebody just mother energy got a new lover who came with this game. Or hold on, no. So this could have been you. You could have got some type of new lover who came in with this passionate new love offer or whatever. Um, and this person showed up is like everything you need and wanted them to be, right? But this person came in to get some information, to collect some information from you so that they could, I guess to get whatever was missing so that they could make you miss out on the opportunity that you could have perhaps been waiting for, you know? But yeah, it's being investigated. Wow. What's this Page of Wands? Hmm. I don't know now, because, like, for some of y'all, again, you're going to get justice and a new love. Damn. Mm-mm. Nah, see, he just tried this energy trying to trick me like they did your mama. So this person came in. There was a man that came in and got into somebody's head, into somebody's mama head. I mean, this not no excuse, but and this is going deeper than the message. But yeah, made this person feel like it would be okay to do this or something, and brought out another side to this person. But I feel, and I was feeling like that earlier. I was gonna say this man probably ain't even around no more, and they not. They left this person heartbroken, out of whack. Yep, and single, by themselves when they thought they was everything. They probably still looking for him. Mm. And this person chose, yeah, they chose a third party, somebody outside of the situation that they probably was giving money to, siphoning money to, a secret lover that they had. Hmm. Yeah, a player for real. Yeah, and they thought the shit was funny. Y'all hear how they laughing? Somebody was ignoring their intuition. They needed to trust their intuition, whatever their intuition was telling them about the situation, but they did not. They ignored it. Yep, and ended up getting left behind. So this person, I wonder, do they even got the funds to pay it back? Mm. This saying, yeah, you might have missed out on some because of this person's greed, but that father energy and the Most High, they gonna make sure things get balanced out and you get the inheritance that you're supposed to get in some kind of way. Yeah, and your mother and that lover, whoever that was, they definitely getting karma. Yeah, both of them. Wow. Hmm. Yeah. Whoever you are, you definitely got. Yeah, you got some rank. I'm about to say that. Look, definitely divinely protected. Whoever you are, you a feminine energy, you this empress energy. So you could be already a boss type figure. If you get any inspiration to do any businesses or something like that, you need to do it because I feel like you got some good karma stored up for you, and the divine and your ancestors, they want you to recoup what was taken from you. They want to be able to make it flow to you, okay? But they need a vehicle to do so. You know what I'm saying? You know, they can't just have a Brinks truck pull up to your house and give it to you. But there's something that you're doing. Hold on. This fall after that, so I'm gonna end this song. There's something. Oh, and I see 1212 right now in the chat. There's something that you're doing that's going to bring in this flow that you need, or that you have earned, are destined to have. Yeah, I'm telling you, and you being guided away from some people too. So this is another reason why some situations, relationships, connections, jobs, partnerships of different types, friendships. This is why some of those connections are ending. It's for your protection. Okay, you're being divinely guided to something, and everybody is not supposed to go with you. They're gonna have to stay their ass right there where they at, because where you're going, you're gonna have to leave some things, people, and places behind. Yep, friendships included. Yeah, you're gonna have to be wise and strategic about how you're moving. Keep them confused. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be a lot of jealousy with what you got going on. You're gonna have to be mindful of, the communication that you're giving with different people, including family members. Definitely them. Yep, got to. All right. I hope some of these messages were beneficial for you. Um, if so, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, or leave a comment. Did I speak to everybody? I think I did. Hey, Terry. Um, but yeah, everybody not gonna like it, but I definitely see changes. Excuse me, in the works for you, and overall, this is what you should be focusing on, your happiness, okay? Because again, happiness is an indication that you're on the right track. This card says, I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Same thing, okay? So if the relationships in your life, the connections around you, you know don't add to the happiness in your life, it might be time to examine them and, you know make adjustments as necessary. I'll say it's for you to decide. Your tolerance or whatever, but um, again, that was the overall energy here, and I feel like somebody is about to get a deep message from the legal system about a betrayal, involving a family member, uh, some kind of couple. At least one of those people are a family member or someone that's close to you. All right, y'all. Until next time, go have a great day on purpose. Okay? See y'all later. Peace. Oh, thanks for watching.